So far we've showed you guys a lot about all of our travels and all of the places that we've been enjoying going this last year and a half. But we are going to be taking a little bit of a shift. So if you're not too familiar with our story, you can actually read it on our blog in depth. But essentially why we decided to RV is because it was a stepping stone for us to go from our home in Colorado and really eventually find land, start a homestead, build our own house, have a farm, and really become more sustainable and give our kids something to have in the future.
Being in our house, we didn't necessarily have the the cash on hand to be able to just outright buy a piece of land. We started exploring the RV option, and so we ended up selling our house and doing the RV so that we had cash, so that whenever, you know, we were traveling around and found the place we wanted, the right place, then we would have, you know, the ability to just buy a piece of land when the opportunity came.
We looked for land in Colorado, and it just wasn't really coming to fruition, and so we decided to start that journey by looking elsewhere in the country. And as we were traveling and having fun and kind of doing this once-in-a-lifetime trip before we settle down and have a farm, we also were keeping in mind looking for land. Probably a couple of our top states that we were looking at was, what? Really just one state.
Yeah, we were kind of set on Tennessee.
Yeah, we really loved Tennessee. We went there a couple of times, and we loved the farmlands. We loved East Tennessee with the mountains, and just thought it was so beautiful. And we really love a lot of just the state policies and state laws and things like that. And so it really aligned with what we wanted for our future. And then we essentially traveled around all summer in the RV to a lot of very hot and humid places.
Very hot places.
And decided we needed to find somewhere to live that maybe wasn't so hot.
or wasn't as hot for as long of a period of time.
Yeah, which makes for a great growing season.
Yeah.
It has its pros, but I don't know, it was just a little bit too much for us.
Yeah, I'm not a super huge fan of hot weather. I sweat a lot, so I was like, well, maybe we need to go somewhere a little further north.
He gets grumpy when he's sweaty, so we all agreed that maybe we should go someplace less sweaty. So John's from Wisconsin, and I wasn't so sure about moving to Wisconsin. It's not that I didn't think it was beautiful, but I was very familiar with more southern Wisconsin, which can get a little hot and humid, was just a lot of farmland, and just didn't seem like an appealing place to move to me.
Right, she was thinking if it was going to be hot and humid, then why not just go to Tennessee?
Yeah.
Where it's hot and humid.
Exactly.
And has like rolling hills and mountains and stuff.
Right. So a place that we really love is John's family's cabin, which is up north in northern Wisconsin. And they have a beautiful lake house up there. And so I have really grown to love the North Woods and that area. Now that to me didn't say farm or homestead because it is just so far north and it's a lot of lake life and trees and forest. So we decided to look just slightly south of that north and got on a land search when we were here last end of summer, I believe, is when we started looking.
Well, it would have been July.
Okay. So in July. So in July we got on a land search and we went and looked at a couple different properties, but that's when I realized it was really important for me to see the area. You know, we were looking at a lot of places online, and just being able to see like what road it's off of, what the surrounding towns are like, the neighboring farms or homes are like.
What's available for stores, doctors, dentists, all that stuff. Yeah,
so that became very important. And we found a piece of land that kind of checked all of the boxes. It was far enough north that it felt exciting for us. It's still in the North Woods, which we really love. However, it's far enough south that there are a lot of people farming there and they have homesteads. And so it felt like that right type of community for us to be able to start our own homestead and kind of, I guess, just the right balance. So we bought 10 acres and then eventually ended up buying another 10 acres of beautiful land in the woods, solid trees off of this beautiful private road in northern Wisconsin. So
there's only, I don't know, I'd say less than a handful of other people on the road.
Yeah.
There's a dairy farm at the end, and then there's like maybe 2 other like actual houses on the road. So it's very quiet, it's very secluded.
Yep.
Which is exactly what we wanted.
That's exactly what we wanted. What did that mean for our RV journey? Because we obviously love to travel, still love traveling, wanted to make sure. So we got this land, we've secured 20 acres by the beginning of last fall. So what did that mean? You know, obviously we're not gonna stay in Wisconsin in the winter in an RV on a piece of raw land with no utilities or anything. Like that doesn't work.
That's rough.
So we kind of had to decide what we still wanted to do as far as travel. Obviously winter in Florida was a big priority for us. And so we spent a couple months doing that. And then we said, okay, let's get to Wisconsin as soon as the weather's nice and get close to our land, close enough to just be able to start working on it, start clearing trees, and start really looking at what our plan is for the future in developing the land.
We needed to find a place that we could stay in our RV for the summer. Obviously we have no utilities on this piece of land yet. There's no sewer, there's no water, there's no power. So I found out that a lot of places up north do seasonal sites. So you just pay one fee and you have that site all summer long from the beginning of May to end of September. So we found a place called Heisler's Flambeau Campground or something
Forest.
like that. Yeah. And so that was $2,000 for the whole summer, which we thought was a really great deal. It was water, power, sewer. So we're planning to go there. We paid our deposit on that and everything. So we'll be there the first week of May, and that will be our, I guess, base of operations. It's 45 minutes from our property, so it's a little bit of a drive, but it's not terrible. So
moving forward, we kind of plan to share both journeys with you guys. We do plan to start traveling again at the end of the summer, early fall. Not sure what that route looks like yet. We have lots of ideas circulating right now, but we plan to hit the road again. However, this summer it's just going to be developing the land, and we'd love to bring you guys along that journey. We just bought a tractor and all of that exciting stuff. We don't even have a driveway or anything, so we're going to be starting from the ground up and developing the land, and so we're excited to share that journey with you guys. All that space.
This is our creative house, and this is our journey to finding a simpler life of freedom.
We have made it so far. Day 1 of 3. Almost done. Hi! Did you have a good nap? Yeah. Yes, I'm outside in my robe, but whatever. I'm fully ready for the day. It's fine. It's fine. Today we arrive in Wisconsin, and granted it's southern Wisconsin, so we still have a little more ways to go to get up to northern Wisconsin, but today's only a 4-hour day, and we'll be in Wisconsin, so it'll feel like we're at least close. Time to go up north to northern Wisconsin on this rainy day. It's all right. We'll take it. Bye, Oshkosh. Been good to us. is exciting. Oh, we're gonna scrape up this for sure. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. Well, unfortunately, this is a total joke. Nicest people, worst spot. Mud pit. Well, we finally made it to our campground, and it's not even usable, so. Trying to not be emotional, but this was like supposed to be it for the summer, so. For us to arrive at a complete mud pit, which I understand that Wisconsin has had some crazy winter weather and spring weather, but I'll be honest, if it was dry, it wouldn't have worked either. We would scrape. The hookups were far away. It was just an utter mess. So now we are at a quick trip in a nearby town and just found out that we can park for the night. So we're here, we're safe, and we're bunking with the semi trucks. And actually these spaces are massive. So I think we can put out a slide. We'll be comfortable. We don't have any water because we didn't fill up water because it was rusty at the last campground and we didn't want to fill our tank with a bunch of rusty water. We'll figure it out. We got gallons of water on hand, so yeah. There you go. God's promises, even through the storm, always. And I think this is our first time as an RV family staying at a gas station overnight, believe it or not.
Yep. Chocolate milk in a bag?
Alright, show me milk in a bag.
Milk in a bag.
Milk in a bag.
Where's the, I wonder if they...
Thanks, Quick Trip. Here we are.
Again, huh?
Alright, go get us some coffee. They're gonna be like, oh boy, these people. They're living in our parking lot over here. All right, we found a place that will take us in central Wisconsin, not northern Wisconsin, but we did talk to the guy at the place we were supposed to stay, and he was more than gracious to give us a refund. He totally understood, so we appreciated that. So no hard feelings. Just another day of travel, 2 hours back south in Wisconsin. Here we go. So we are in Buck Run Campground in Arpin, Wisconsin, 2 hours south of our property, but we are thankful for it, and we